Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to take a session on cell and its aspect. I will share the screen. Okay, so today discussion point is cell. So what is the meaning of cell? Cell is nothing but the structural and the functional unit of the body. Cell is nothing but the structural and functional unit of the body. Even if you consider unicellular organism or multicellular organism, the basic unit in all these cases is the cell. And cell is very important in case of unicellular as well as in case of multicellular organisms. So here you are able to see the picture of cell with its constituents. What are its constituents? On the top, if you see, in this case, you are able to see the microtubules. Below that, there are mitochondria. They are shown like this. In image, you will be able to see this structure. I am showing the mouse on the screen. So mitochondria looks like this. Then there are centrioles. All of you observe these names and their physical structure, which are the components of cell. Then there is cytosol is present. On lower side, if you see at the bottom of the cell structure, there is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Then ribosomes are available on this reticulum. Then smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Plasma membrane is available. Then flagellum is available. Lysosome is available. After that, there is a Golgi complex. And if you move ahead on the top right corner, there is a chromatin material which is present in the chromatin is present in the nucleus, nuclear envelope, nuclear pore, nucleus. All these are part of the nucleus. Nucleus is the central part of the cell, and below that there are presence of Golgi complex and lysosome. Okay, so all these are the components of the cell. All of you go through this cell diagram within 2 minutes, then we'll proceed ahead. All of you thoroughly go through this diagram, read the name of each and every component and how it appears and where it is present inside the cell, that can be visualized through this 3D image. I will repeat the names of these components present inside the cell again: microtubules, mitochondria, centriole, vesicle, cytosol, rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, plasma membrane, flagellum, lysosome, Golgi complex. Then nucleus is the central part of the cell, which consists of chromatin, nuclear envelope, nuclear core, nucleolus. All of you go through this within 1 minute. Then we'll proceed with all these parts of the cell in details. Okay, we'll proceed ahead. So this is the list of cellular components which consist of nucleus, which is the most important part of the cell, then ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, vacuoles, mitochondria. Mitochondria even called as the powerhouse of the cell, which generate the power inside the cell. Then cytoskeleton, centrioles, microtubules, cilia, flagella, and pseudopods. So each component we will describe in detail. Go through it within 1 minute. I will keep it on the screen for 1 minute. Go through it. Okay. So this is a fluid music model of a cell membrane. How the cell membrane appears? Cell membrane is the most important part which permits in and out inside the cell, and it is a very important part. This is a fluid music model diagram of a cell membrane, which consists of proteins, glycoprotein. It consists of proteins, glycoprotein, glycocalyx, lipid layer, sugar molecules, glycolipid, extracellular fluid surrounding to the cell. Then protein fibers are also present, and surrounding that there is cytoplasm. Okay. So there are prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cells. Generally, prokaryotic are unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, and eukaryotic cells are multicellular like mammalians, like human being, like elephant, such type of animals you can take in eukaryotic cells. So here both the diagrams of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell are represented. So basically on the left hand side there is a prokaryotic cell diagram is there, and on the right hand side there is a eukaryotic cell diagram. In prokaryotic cell diagram, if you see, very less components are present as we have discussed in the earlier slides. In case of prokaryotic, there is only DNA near the nuclear area. There is no rigid nucleus present inside this prokaryotic cell. Surrounding that there is cell wall. Cytoplasm is also there surrounding to this DNA nuclear area. Then cell membrane is also there. But if you compare with respect to eukaryotic cell, it has multiple components present in this type of cell, and these cells are available in case of advanced type of animals like human beings, like bigger animals, elephant, tiger, each and everything. Okay. So basically in eukaryotic cell, if you observe this diagram carefully, centrally there is the presence of big nucleus, then endoplasmic reticulum, cell membrane, Golgi complex, mitochondria are there, lysosome are there. So both these cell diagrams are there for prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. You can see the comparison within 1 minute. I will keep on it on the screen. Just observe this diagram and try to differentiate between them with respect to available components. So if we describe eukaryotic cell in details, this is a scanning electron microscopic image of this eukaryotic cell. And in this cell, if you see, inside there is a cell part that is the nucleus. That is the purple color part, oval shaped part present inside this diagram where I am scrolling my mouse. So nucleus is the cell control unit which controls all cell activity. It is the most important part of any cell. Surrounding that, this surrounding portion, this oval part, this blue color part, this is the cytoplasm, that is the portion outside the nucleus. And on the last periphery pink color part, that is nothing but the cell membrane. So cell is protected by the cell membrane. Membrane protects the cell, and it also controls the in and out activity of the cell. So go through this eukaryotic cell diagram. This is a scanning electron microscope image of the cell for eukaryotic animals. So first of all, we will see the cell membrane. It consists of glycoproteins, which is shown by this red color line. So we are taking one by one component, and these glycoproteins act as a molecular fingerprint for each cell type, allowing cell-to-cell recognition. They define the cell pattern. They define the structural and physical appearance of that particular organism. Okay, many form pose for passage of specific molecules. Already I told you the cell membrane functions for passage for in and out of the molecules or material inside the cell and outside the cell. So this is a diagram of cell membrane. Just go through it within 1 minute. Next part is the nucleus, which is the most important part of the cell, which acts as the controlling unit for the cell. If you observe this diagram of the nucleus, okay, this is a quite elaborated diagram, magnified diagram. If you see, it consists of an outer membrane, inner membrane, nucleoplasm. That is what is the liquid present in this nucleus. This is the main part, center part, that is the nucleolus. Then chromatin is present inside this. Then nuclear envelope and core in nuclear envelope. Okay, pores are present for in and out of the material. So nuclear envelope is the surrounding nucleus which connected to the ER means endoplasmic reticulum at numerous points. So the chromatin material basically present, which consists of chromosomes, which contain segments of DNA called genes, which are helpful for information transformation from generation to generation. Then nucleolus rounded mass, that is the pre-assembly points for ribosomes. Okay. So nucleus is the most important part. All of you go through this function of nucleus and nucleolus in details. We'll see afterwards. But this is just a diagram. Go through it. Okay, so today we'll stop here, and next session we'll continue with other parts of the cell. So thank you very much.